I always knew that one day you would leave me. I had gone to bed with you warmly nestled by my side. Like a warm blanket on a cold night, you were my shelter from the chaos of the storm. But in the morning, you had vanished. We were always an imperfect match. You were idealistic and uncompromising. I was skeptical and indecisive. It was doomed to fail from the start. But still, I had only ever really understood myself within the context of you. I realized that I needed to get out of my house. These walls reminded me of you. So I started walking. This helped me put you out of my mind. But as my thoughts of you started to vacate my consciousness, they were replaced by the thoughts of the neighborhood around me. I tried to ignore the voices of the neighborhood as I walked by, but I could hear their thoughts. "Look at this fool," they said. "Today he lost the only thing that gave his life any meaning." They snickered at me. Their gaze was unpleasant. I needed to get away from it. So I took to the trails instead. This was better. The people were gone and there was little chance that the neighborhood would see me here. There was a stillness, a peacefulness to the forest. I found that I liked this environment. You had always taught me to stay away from the forest, for there was danger and uncertainty within its woods. But now that I was here, I was learning not to fear the forest. As I strode along these winding trails, I realized that I was still following a path. A path implied that there was an order to the forest, and that order reminded me of you. So I ditched the trails, trying to find some place that would give me a reprieve from your memory. So I dove into a world previously unexplored by me or the people of the neighborhood. I was worried that I would get lost, that I wouldn't find my way back, that I would be forgotten. But here, the forest became my teacher. The forest taught me that those fears weren't of any consequence. The forest was the forest. There was no higher order. I understood its lesson. Here is where I could start to forget you. When I re-emerged from the woods, I found myself wandering back to you, to the place where I knew I could find you. For now, I truly understood the nature of your ways. Yes, your temples taught me values, how to belong and how to love the neighborhood. All it required was that I suspend my disbelief and not question your teachings. And in return, you would shield me from the forest, give me a purpose that the forest didn't provide. But now that I've been to the forest, I see the errors that I had once ignored before. We had trusted you, and you molested us. We confessed our innermost desires, and you tortured and killed us because we were sinners in your eyes. We handed you our souls. We even begged you to take them, and you used them for profit, as a way to fuel your next holy crusade. The forest taught me that you're just a predator, preying on the neighborhood's misunderstanding of our world. I used to think you had the answers, but you didn't have any answers, no more than what the forest did. The only advantage you held over the forest was a better marketing firm. Today I choose to live in the truth that I was previously unwilling to accept. If what the forest taught me is true, and our existence is all biologically learned behaviors and chemical imbalances, then I'm prepared to live in that. To live amongst the chaos. But until I can definitively determine that, I'm going to keep on walking, hiking, searching for a better way to live.